Do you ever feel like you're seeing and processing the world in a way that others simply miss? You notice the subtle shift in a friend's tone, connect disparate ideas in a meeting, or see the hidden consequence of a tiny decision. People might have called you an overthinker or said you're too sensitive. But what if this isn't a flaw? You're not overthinking, you're processing in high resolution. And in this video, we're going to give you the user manual for that powerful mind. For many, this state of heightened awareness feels like a constant barrage of information, leading to mental fatigue and a sense of being overwhelmed. It's a specific cognitive style, a different way your brain is wired to operate. Today, we're going to decode high-resolution thinking completely. We will explore its 3 core pillars so you can finally understand how your mind works. We'll also draw a critical line between this trait and clinical anxiety. Most importantly, I'll give you a simple 3-step tool to manage it, turning this trait from a source of stress into your greatest asset. So let's break this down. The first pillar of high-resolution thinking is what I call the pattern detector. This is a hyperactive ability to see connections, trends, and logical outcomes that others miss. Your mind is constantly scanning the environment, not for threats, but for information architecture. Imagine you're in a project kickoff meeting. While your team discusses the first step, your brain has already connected a budget line item with a resource shortage and a timeline dependency. You can see 5 steps ahead how a small crack in the plan will eventually cause a major problem. This isn't negativity, it's high-fidelity strategic simulation. This skill is the engine of creativity, innovation, and effective problem-solving. It's why you're often the person who comes up with the breakthrough idea or the elegant solution. Now, this is where we must be careful to distinguish this from clinical anxiety. While the feeling of overwhelm can be similar, the mechanism is different. High-resolution thinking is primarily about processing an unusually high volume of real information. Clinical anxiety, on the other hand, is often a threat detection system stuck in overdrive, sometimes creating a sense of danger where there is little data to support it. Understanding this difference is crucial for managing the trait effectively. But seeing patterns in systems and data is only half the story. The second pillar is about people, and it's called the empathy engine. This is more than just feeling sorry for someone. It's an advanced theory of mind. You don't just perceive what people are saying. You absorb a stream of nonverbal data, their posture, their breathing, their word choice, their eye contact. While others hear, "I'm fine," you register the fraction of a second of hesitation before they spoke. You notice the slight tension in their shoulders and the way their smile doesn't quite reach their eyes. Your empathy engine integrates this data instantly, and you know with a deep certainty that they are not fine. This is not mind reading, it's high-level social data processing. It's the gift that allows for profound connection, deep trust, and powerful intuition in your relationships. These first 2 pillars sound like superpowers, and in many ways they are. But they come with a significant cost, which brings us to the third and most challenging pillar, simulation overload. Because you can detect so many patterns and sense so many emotional nuances, your mind doesn't just see one possible future. It runs hundreds of branching simulations for almost every choice you make. A simple decision, like what to say in a text message, becomes a complex decision tree of potential interpretations, emotional reactions, and long-term relational consequences. This constant simulation is what leads to analysis paralysis and profound mental exhaustion. So let's bring it all together. You have a pattern detector for analyzing systems, an empathy engine for understanding people, and a simulation overload that drains your mental battery. This creates the central conflict of the high-resolution thinker. It's the awareness paradox. Your greatest asset for seeing the truth is also your biggest source of fatigue. You can't just turn it off, and you wouldn't want to, as it's fundamental to who you are. The question is not how to stop thinking this way, but how to regulate it. So, how do you manage it without burning out? Understanding this paradox is the first step. The next is taking control. Here's a simple, powerful framework you can use right now. It's called Notice, Name, and Navigate. First, notice the moment your high-resolution thinking kicks into high gear. Just acknowledge the flood of information or scenarios without judgment. Second, name which mode you're in. Is it the pattern detector, the empathy engine, or are you stuck in simulation overload? Finally, navigate. This means consciously choosing an action. Either leverage the insight, set a boundary to conserve energy, or simply decide that for this one thing, good enough is a perfectly valid outcome. This simple practice moves you from being a passenger in your mind to being the pilot. If you're feeling deeply understood right now, you are in the right place. Consider subscribing for more deep dives that help you master your mind. Being a high-resolution thinker is not a bug in your system. It's a core feature. You are not broken for seeing more. You are simply equipped with a more powerful lens. Today, you've learned to understand this lens through its three pillars: the pattern detector, the empathy engine, and simulation overload. More than that, you now have a tool to manage it. Notice when it's happening, name the mode you're in, and navigate with intention. Your awareness is a gift, and now you have the skills to wield it without letting it drain you. It's time to take the wheel. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, let us know by commenting high res down below to find your community. And for more content that decodes the mind, be sure to subscribe. Until next time, think clearly.